What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a great start to your weekend so far. We are in a massive stalemate. Right now, the Bulls, the Bears, fighting this epic battle between each other, and nobody's really making headway one direction or the other. When we look at the charts, we're basically stuck where we're at right now, kind of around that 52K range. You can see that over the past few days, we have made no headway whatsoever. And that's despite strong flows from institutional money. We just can't gain direction one way or the other. Right now, there are those who are pushing down on the market very hard. There are people that are taking some profit. There are people that are opening up new short positions or hedging their short positions that they opened up lower so they don't get liquidated. And that's what we're contending with right now. And it seems like a natural spot to do it. We're basically halfway in between our 618 and our 786 line. All right, right dead center. You can see that actually this white line on the chart here represents that. Now, here's the thing. In my Patreon, if you guys haven't checked it out already, the link's in the description. I would recommend doing so. I talked about the weekends being the times that we have to watch because guess what? We don't get help from institutional money on the weekends. This is where we need to see some strength. If that isn't the case, if there is enough downward momentum, if there is enough fear instilled in the market, we may go through a little bit of a pullback here. It would not surprise me if they can gain some momentum, if we come back down and test this 618 line. All right, before our next bounce up, because we know that institutional money is going to continue to flow in. Now, I have to reference this because we actually saw the amount of institutional net flows in terms of BTC double from the prior week. All right, last week was $1.1 billion. This week was $2.2 billion. It's throttling up. Now, next week, I will say we've seen an increase in the selling of GBTC. So I would not surprise if we end up somewhere in the middle, like $1.5 to $1.7 billion. All right. Again, that's not financial advice. There's no guarantees, but it looks like that's likely what is going to happen. But we're seeing big things take place in the market. Now, this battle that we're entrenched in is a big deal. Okay. If they don't gain momentum, all right, if they cannot push the market down, we just kind of trickle sideways. I think we did even talk about that too, but if we just trickle sideways the next day or so here, it's possible that we continue this rally to the upside. We continue this next leg and we get somewhere in that 54 to 56K range. All right. Approaching again our 786 line. That would actually make a lot of sense. Now, ADA has gone through a retracement along with the rest of the market as there's shown some signs of toppiness, I guess, if you want to call it. Not really toppiness. It's just this battle that's going on. ADA's pulled back. We've seen pullbacks across the market, but we're actually still sitting in that 58 to 59 cent range. All right. Now, ADA, if we do go through some pullbacks, we'd experience kind of the same thing. Would not surprise me if whoa, that was a little exaggerated there. If we pull back down to this 54 cent range. All right. If they don't gain this momentum, would not surprise me if we continue on our run here. All right. Trying to push towards 58 cents again over the course of this next week. But that's what we're dealing with right now. We're just dealing with some of this, I guess, manufactured negativity like we talked about yesterday. And it just kind of is what it is. All right. The path between 2 points is not always a straight line in crypto. There are peaks, there are valleys. And right now we're just dealing with one of those potential valleys. Now, what do I think is going to happen? It's really tough to say. If last weekend was any indication, we showed a lot of strength from retail money. There is a lot of, actually, what's funny is I talked about the USDT inflows yesterday. There's actually more that flowed in over the last 24 hours than there was the prior day, which is, I think, very telling. There's a lot of money that is positioned to buy. It's a question of whether they're going to hold price up at this point or whether they're going to wait for some sort of small pullback to happen. Okay. So I think that this next week is going to be big. It's just a question of essentially where we start the week. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense, but I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Show your support below. Let me know your thoughts below. Have a great day. Catch you in the next one. Take care.